んな君のために持ってきてました。用意がすごい。
Then, why'd you ask me to intern with you in the first place?
You're birds of a feather. Well, to be frank, it's because I thought you were wasting your true potential. It's good to put effort into beefing up your short-range combat weaknesses. But you shouldn't forget about what you're good at. Use your quirk to move more freely. I'm not interested in training the next generation or anything, but I couldn't pass this up. Those of us who can fly should fly. There's no need to be stuck on the ground with everyone else.
And the harrowing incident that would shake superhuman society is about to begin.
よくしてくれてありがとな、ホークス。やっぱいいやつだ、お前は。一緒に好きに飛ぼうな。
My best friend, think it's unfair, your situation. Decide to sorry I didn't know I'd stay safe. That's a hero, Hawks. Hawks は相手に出るには躊躇なくその刃で貫いた。抵抗しないでください。あなたはこのまま拘束し、警察に引き渡します。罪を償ってみなさい。仲間の役に立とうって人間に悪い奴はいねえ。ホークス、一緒に好きに飛ぼうな。やり直そうよ、ホークス。あなたはいい人だ。あなたなんかとっくにどうでもいいんだよ。 なたと戦いたくないんだ。お前がそのための都合だろう。
じゃじゃじゃじゃそうだ火だね高見警護こうできてしまう。それも彼の父親は連続労働者イランだ。彼が経歴の本名を隠していたのはそのためでしょう。
Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost
警察行こう。兵はなんでお兄家明かり持ってきて。あの人の子やろ。何のために生まれてきたと。何のためにその羽がついとると。はよ。
Saw heroes every day as a kid, always giving speeches to the cameras. They didn't seem real, more like people than like reality, characters plucked from dreams.
ごめんなさい。家に怖い男の人たちが入ってきて、家族のことを教えろと脅されて、圭吾とあなたのお父さんのことを話してしまいました。本当にごめんなさい。
現在実質木の記念し俺に指示を出す人がもういない。縛るのが
We'd like a few words with the Duke of Midoriya.
Well, All Might said to leave the two of them alone.
He did, huh?
All Might is clearly involved somehow.
There's still a little confusion. What do you know about One for All?
Sorry for using a private line. It's highly possible that I'm the one for all this after.
And I know she knows, and I know she knows.
I promise that the ending always stays the same, so there's no good reason in make-believing that we could ever exist again.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on their fake shit. I look around and feel like